Namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar is a Hindu greeting that says the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, or the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. My name is Marky Mendoza, and welcome to Reiki with Marky. This is your weekly tarot reading for June 5 up to 11, 2023, and here we are to provide you with 8 different cards. 7 cards resonating the 7 energies of the day and 1 extra card to give you the theme for this week. We will still be using Tarot Gold and Black, and there are 2 types of cards that we will get in this reading. It can be a major or a minor card. Now, every time we get a major card, this is also going to be either a major blessing or a major warning. And every time we get minor cards, it gives us an idea how much effort we need to put in to manifest bigger blessings in the future. Let's see how we will work our new week. And starting with the Monday energy, here we go. For the Monday energy, here is... Oh, okay. We are starting our week with a little slight warning for everybody. So we have the Hanged Man. Now, every single time that this is a major card, by the way, and every time this card manifests, it can be taken 2 different ways. Number 1, when we talk about the Hangman, it talks about pending and delays. It talks about slowing down as well. When we talk about pending, there can be some things. And by the way, this energy is not limited to one life aspect. This can be many of your life aspects that you have many. Either there's a pressing matter in several life aspects. It can be for your career, for your personal life, or even your spiritual life. But there can be a strong calling for us to pen them or to set them aside. No matter what the intention is, there will be some changes that you will get to see tomorrow, in which entails you have to also slow down and to also take a step back and to assess everything. Now, at the same time, this can also be a direct answer towards our health. Most especially for this week, the energies have been up and down. It was such a roller coaster ride of emotions. Myself included, I've experienced a lot this week in which, in effect, it can take a direct toll towards our health. Now, this means we need to slow down and really take a good rest and to make another opportunity for us to recover. So no matter which aspects we need to either pause or for us to pen or to literally, it's a calling for us to slow down, for only for us to have a good opportunity of recovery. So let's see, okay, slow down and you have to rest and recover, but let's see what a Tuesday energy is about. For the Tuesday energy, here we go. Okay, then that's a perfect opportunity, all right, because after getting a good amount of rest, our Tuesday energy is now. Now, this is a warning, everybody. We have the 10 of Wands. Now, every time we have Wands in our card, it resonates the energy of hard work and effort and literally hard labor. This is actually a strong warning for everybody, most especially if it's coming from the Monday energy that reminds us to slow down or to also recover physically for our health. Now, there's a strong tendency for us who may not have to answer for this calling, or we are still continuously pushing forward with what our priorities are without giving ample importance or finally taking action into resting and recovering. It will take a toll on the Tuesday energy. There are many opportunities for us to see that even if the body is still calling for rest or our activities is asking us to pause and to pen things or to slow down, if we find it that the Tuesday energy is literally asking us to keep pushing forwards with our priorities and responsibilities, we will have that opportunity to do that, but it will take a bigger toll on our health. That means even if there is a strong opportunity for us to become productive, physically, our body can feel it, and we may have to put more of our responsibilities to set them aside or to pause all of them because we may feel that we may not have the right energy for it. Astrologically speaking, Mars, the planet of energy, passion, and dedication, is currently debilitated, and so you may feel it's not literally just lethargic, but you feel a little lethargic, but at the same time, energetically, even the motivation and focus, you may find it really challenging to achieve, most especially on the Tuesday energy. So take a good rest, everybody. Let's see what the Wednesday energy is about. Wednesday energy, here we go. We have, it's a good opportunity to really always listen to your body and to honor the body when it's asking us something, because Wednesday is going to be amazing. We have a major blessing, everybody, and this is the star. Now, every time we have this card, the star, it literally reminds us of inspiration. So on a Wednesday, and this is not again limited to just one life aspect, in general, Wednesday, because if you're able to listen on the Monday energy, and you're able to rest, and for you to recover, if you're able to honor that, and you have a good opportunity for Tuesday, Wednesday, it will be totally different. This is not going to be literally limited to one life aspect, but in some of us, this can be a form of inspiration, because spiritually, you will get another level of motivation for us to keep pushing forward, and for us to do something, so that not just for us to make up for the lost time for the Monday and Tuesday energy, but it's a renewed energy for us to stay motivated and passionate with what we do. At the same time, this card is telling us that that inspiration that we are feeling within is something that you can share towards others, and you become that actual inspiration itself. But remember, this card is reminding us that the inspiration will be overflowing, and that means it can be contagious, and you can share the same feeling. And in the end, when you share that inspiration towards other people, you become the actual inspiration. Now, there can also be something that you will be receiving materially on this day that will also, in effect, inspire you to keep doing your best. So I need you to keep an open mind and heart as to how this will unfold on this day, because it can manifest either spiritually. You will have that motivation, you will just feel that this day is just right for you, and at the same time, some of us will also be materially rewarded, so that we can feel the motivation because the rewards are there. So no matter how this will pan out, remember to be someone else's inspiration on this day. Wow. Now let us see what the Thursday energy is. For the Thursday energy, here we go. It's starting to feel that the energies this week is really up and down, but it's perfectly understandable, because after getting that surge of inspiration on the Wednesday energy, Thursday we are now ready to do the hard work, and we have Seven of Wands. Now again, every time we have wands in our card, it's a resonating energy of hard work and effort. At least unlike the Tuesday energy, wherein we may not have that physical strength for us to do what we have to focus on our commitments and responsibilities. Thursday's a little different, because we already have the energy, we're fueled up with our inspiration. That means we are ready to get our hands dirty. Just be extra mindful, because again, if we are now starting to feel that we're on a roll, that we can now keep doing or giving our very best, and to keep giving our hard works and efforts, taking action on this day, we may start to feel a little extra sensitive every time we get to see or witness other people's performance, or how others will also give their fair share of the energy. There's a strong tendency for us to keep seeing how others are doing it, and can directly compare how we're doing it versus how you're seeing it towards others. There's a strong tendency for us to see a good bias that for people to not give their best, because you are, again, just like how you have Wednesday energy, we received that motivation from within, that we are fueled up, fully motivated. That means when we're ready to do the hard work, we are fully energized and passionate to do what we have to, but we somehow are also looking for the same towards other people. Most especially, this will resonate in our career aspect. Be very gentle, not just for other people, but for yourself as well, because if the intention here is to give our best, most especially if you're working in teams, then energetically, it's our responsibility to share or to teach how to do it better. Be that inspiration, just like what the Wednesday energy It's like, be that inspiration. If there's something to improve, then teach how to improve or share how or other techniques or other ways on how they can become better. That in the end, again, you will be an extension of that inspiration towards others. So be very patient and loving on this day. Now let us see what our Friday energy is like. But before we continue with our Friday energy, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow me on my social media. I am in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also here in YouTube. We're in every day. We forward daily guides, so do not forget to share the video to your friends and family as well. Now let's see what the Friday energy is about. Friday, here we go. I've seen this card last week and it's manifested again, but this time it really shows that we are better. We have the Page of Swords. Now, every time we have swords in our card, it's a resonating energy of wisdom, but can also be a form of a weapon. This instantly looks like a weapon for me, and it really feels like we can be a little intense because now I'm seeing this is a piggyback of what the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday energy is. So just like how Wednesday rather, we start to feel the motivation from within. We feel supercharged, in which gives us the right drive to push forward on our Thursday with a strong reminder that we may see how others are doing it, and we will now have the opportunity to teach, to share the wisdom, and to show how to do it better or to do it differently. Friday energy, you may feel like, I've already given you ways on how to do it better on a Thursday, but why am I not seeing it on this day? So, the wisdom can actually turn into a weapon when we choose to not anchor ourselves with love, and if we tend to be a little less patient about this. Again, there is really nothing wrong if we need to express or to communicate, but there is always, again, a better way of saying things. Most especially if we're coming from a place of we just want to improve, or we want the energy of the people around us to have that motivation to improve, then let's focus on improving. Now, I know that there can be a different take on depending on what style of teacher or what style of leader we are. Remember, there are people in psychology, we call this positive reinforcement. Whenever we're going to call out people, it's through positively reinforcing them by giving them commendations, by applauding them for their hard work and effort, to commend them if they've done something right, and to communicate effectively if we want to incorporate a form of change. However, the opposite of that is negative reinforcement. It can be in a form of reprimanding them, or to give them any forms of negative warnings, only for them to feel that there is a form of fear, or there is a form of a challenge that they will actually go through should they not fulfill it well. And in both ways, there are always pros and cons. But remember, as there are different approaches to this, and depending how the type of leader that you are, remember, put yourself in the shoes of others in this situation. How would you prefer to be coached, or how do you prefer to be taught? What kind or what effective way of teaching works well for you, that you genuinely get to absorb the wisdom, and in effect, it helps you become better. Put yourself in other people's shoe and apply it on this day. Be very patient and loving again. It's starting to feel a little intense. Now let's see what the Saturday and the Saturday energy is. Now let's see. Let me just shuffle this for you. Saturday, here we go. And for the Saturday, you know what? It's really about up and down energy. You gain something, then you do the hard work. As you can see, this week is really just all about hard work and effort, and it continues even on a Saturday. We have the Page of Wands. Now, the inspiration you're getting is not something that, again, is going to be limited to just one aspect of your life. It's not just in your career, and that extends on this Saturday energy, because you are still fueled up and you are never going to stop in doing the hard work. And at home, you may find yourself that you will never feel that I need to rest, but there's always something to fix. Or maybe I was wanting to have time for me to fix things at home, and now you have that motivation motivation to do so. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Most especially, remember, our home is an extension of our vessel or our life. So remember that the more that we take efforts on how to fix our home, it also is the same energy that organizes our life on a bigger scale. So there is nothing wrong with that, but you may find yourself a little bit too focused, and either you want to rearrange your house and your home, or to just have a general cleaning on your space. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember, this is still a Saturday, a time for us to rest and recover after a long, tiring day. Honor yourself, celebrate with your friends and family. Now let's see what the Sunday energy is about. Here we go. Ooh, Sunday energy. Okay. We have a little bit of a warning. This is a Five of Pentacles. Now, every time we have Pentacles, it's a ka-ching, ka-ching. However, this is just a little opposite. There can be an unexpected expense manifesting on this day. Now, there can also be an opportunity wherein it's not directly concerning you or your life, but there can be a friend or a loved one who may be asking for a helping hand financially because there are some certain emergencies happening. Now, remember, most especially in the time of recession for the last few months, and most especially before our year ended last year, I have a very strong warning that there will be stronger times in the future wherein we need to save for the rainy days, and when we do, it secures us for these unexpected times, and it feels like this is one of them. Now remember, most especially if you're someone who is able to prepare well, and if you really do have extra, and depending on how well you know the person, on how well you know of the person's capacity to, of course, pay you back, then if you have the means, go ahead and share it. But of course, it has to go through our own discernment process, just in case that you're going to be the ones that people will go to and seeking out your help financially. If you have a little extra, and depending what kind of relationship you have, honor it. But of course, we have to be very honest, because remember, this can be something that also directly affects you. Now, there can be another opportunity wherein in your own personal life, there are also instances wherein you may be needing this, you may be needing, or you may have a little unexpected expenses. At the same time, there can be people who will be needing your help financially as well. Find the balance on that. But remember, be very realistic. Should it be a case wherein these are manifesting, you need to shell out, and then another person is needing your help, it's not bad if you need to prioritize yourself. But remember, only if you have extra, then that's the time that you need to honor that. Otherwise, honor yourself first, and let this serve as a very good reminder to always save for the rainy days. What a strong warning. But what is the theme for this week? And that's going to be our final card. So here we go for the theme of this week. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Now, every time we have cups, it's a resonating energy of either emotions or success. But this is actually success. We are being polished again in a different level. So remember, in the past few weeks that we've been doing our reading sessions, it's always going to be a reminder that we need to go through many things. The ups and downs, the rough and tough of life has to manifest because it's a polishing process for us. But this is another layer of polishing process for us, because again, what we're trying to see here is how there will be times that the energies can be up and down, and what do we do? What can we do? And how can we serve as an inspiration towards others? And even the mere fact that you have to be an inspiration towards others, how do we get to have that experience wherein in the rough and tough of time, you can spark that hope and be an inspiration to others, most especially if you're a leader, or if you are handling people in your career, either it's business or in a corporate setting. How do we become resilient during these times, and in the end become an inspiration? This is the theme for this week. So open your mind and heart into understanding how you can grow another level of progress in these situations, because in the end, it will always lead to discovering a new skill. that is it for our weekly reading, and I do hope you like this episode. And if you do not forget to give it a good thumbs up. Again, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe in our YouTube channel. In TikTok, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And also, our daily guides are always shown here. Do not forget to share to your friends and family. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza, always reminding everybody to keep trusting the process. Namaskaram, and I will see you in our daily guides.